Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Mackenzie.
And today we're going to be talking about the water crisis around the world. What do you know about the water crisis around the world?
I don't know much, but please tell me more.
Alright, you'll find out. A water crisis is a situation where the available, potable, unpolluted water within a region is less than that region's demand. The water crisis occurring around the world is the number 4 global risk in terms of impact to society. Imagine a world where there is no clean water.
For some places around the world, this is their reality. Today, 844 million people across the world, or 1 in 9, lack access to safe drinking water.
This is an international problem that occurs in many places around the world, such as Kenya, South Africa, India, Ethiopia, Uganda, Nepal, Pakistan, and even in our own country in Flint, Michigan.
So what does the water crisis mean for these affected countries?
The affected countries do not have access to clean water, which means not being able to safely drink it, bathe in it, or cook with it.
Now, let's focus on one country in particular.
That country is Kenya, which is located in Africa.
What do you know about the water crisis in Kenya?
Well, there's thousands of people dying every year because they're not having access to clean, safe drinking water that they can also use for cooking or bathing, and this leads to bad sanitation conditions. And in order to help fix it, I think the best solution is through sanitation devices, because there isn't a lot of water available, so the best thing you can do is try to clean the water that you have to make it safe to drink.
Kenya is facing a water crisis where people across the nation lack access to clean water.
Kenya's population totals around 46 million people. 19 million Kenyans lack access to clean water, and a whopping 27 million people lack access to improved sanitation.
41% of Kenyans still rely on unimproved water sources, such as ponds, shallow wells, and rivers, while 59% of Kenyans use unimproved sanitation solutions.
The challenge of accessing water is especially evident in the rural areas and the urban slums of Kenya. Only 9 out of 55 public water service providers in Kenya provide a continuous water supply. This leaves people to find their own ways of searching for appropriate solutions to such a basic and prevalent need.
Kenyans have to walk to the nearest water holes or rivers in order to bathe or get drinking water. Most of the time, this water is too dirty to use for their daily activities. Because of the contamination in the water, over 5,000 children in Kenya die each year.
How many miles do you think Kenyans have to walk every day to reach water?
I'd say 13, 27.
How many miles a day do you think Kenyans have to walk to reach water?
4.
6K, around 3.7 miles, is the average distance round trip women and children in the developing world walk for water, which is often contaminated with life-threatening diseases.
Women and children are the groups impacted the most by this water crisis. For women, the responsibility of collecting water takes time away from taking care of their family and work. Women spend approximately 200 million hours every day searching for water to provide for their families. For children, the time they spend collecting water takes time away from their education and school. 1/3 of all schools also lack access to basic water and sanitation.
The lack of access to safe water across the world also produces a health crisis. As many people are desperate and use whatever water they can find, clean or dirty, many health complications result. Nearly 1 million people die every year due to water-related diseases, and every 2 minutes a child dies from a water-related disease. However, this problem can be fixed. What do you think can be done to alleviate the world's water crisis?
That is a very interesting question. I'm glad you asked. All right, I think what could be done is the United States needs to work with the United Nations with the new technologies that we have so that we can get, basically where these people have access to water that may not be clean. Technology can be used to make it clean and also even to help them, better irrigate, whether it's building, irrigation systems, whether it's building canals and things like that to get them access to this water. But as well, I think the key is going to be technology in cleaning the water, obviously using rainfall as well.
The World Water Vision Report says, "There is a water crisis today, but the crisis is not about having too little water to satisfy our needs. It is a crisis of managing water so badly that billions of people and the environment suffer badly."
A few changes being made to help people gain access to clean and safe water are inventing new water conservation technologies, recycling wastewater, appropriately pricing water, and developing energy-efficient desalination plants. A widely used solution to this problem is developing water projects in the impacted communities to provide them with ways to obtain clean water, such as through filters that properly get rid of bacteria in dirty water and make it safe to use.
Just One Africa is a company that has made a huge impact in cleaning contaminated water across Africa. They provide filters to impacted countries to allow them access to safe water. These filters are small as they are just 4 inches long and less than 8 ounces. However, the filter can deliver 20 liters or 5 gallons of clean water in about 30 minutes. The best part about these filters is the only external force needed to make these filters function is gravity. This makes the filters simple and easy for everyone to use, no matter where they live. This company and these filters serve as just one of the ways the water crisis is slowly being solved across the world.
Companies like this are making a huge difference even when they are focused on small communities.
This problem can be countered with the help of people around the world.
The water crisis going on is a serious issue. Every day around the world, people are faced with scarcities of water.
Kenya, in particular, is one of those countries along with many others.
The world needs to band together to help end this problem across the globe.
Something as simple as donating money to companies who help these impacted countries access clean water makes a big difference. Small steps towards eliminating the water crisis will provide many beneficial outcomes across the world.